somewhere between.
We are fortunate to have Denise part of our club as being treasurer, but also what she brings to Hicksville and her Christmas enthusiasm, her vision. It's come about many years. It's grown. She always asks for volunteers because it's a huge endeavor, and there's so many people and families that come and enjoy that festival. And we're so proud to have Denise spearheaded every year, keep bringing it as part of the Hicksville culture. And we're just fortunate and blessed. But Denise is going to give us a little rundown of what's going on.
We'll run down.
Thank you.
We'll run down. I won't bore you because most of you know all of this stuff. But we are having ice skating. It is in synthetic rink. Professional athletes, professional hockey players will have this in their home. This synthetic material, it is top dollar, coming from California on a big semi. Costs us $33,000 to rent. It comes with skates. We had to project the sizes. You can bring your own skates. You cannot have shoes, street shoes on the ice. If you fall on the ice, you will get a little bit damp, but not like real watered ice. So you will come up a little bit wet, but not like soaking. We are going to put it inside the multi-purpose room so that it's a rain or shine thing. With the investment, we feel that it needs to be under cover. And it should be a really good time. I was hoping that maybe even our local school kids would be able to take a field trip out there and get it in their curriculum, because who can teach ice skating in gym class? I mean, you can only do scooter balls so many days in a row. So, hopefully I'll hear back from anybody on that arena. We cannot do a lot of roller skate places have the triangle like walkers that little babies can use. You cannot use those on this ice because if they come down on them, it breaks teeth. I mean, it's legitimate ice skating. So we have adult sizes, we have teen sizes, and we have little tyke sizes. So we're hoping to decorate the multi-purpose building extremely Christmassy with, we're not having our Festival of Trees. So a lot of those Festival of Trees will be brought into the ice skating room, and it'll be a great atmosphere. It's huge, should take up most of the room. The Boy Scouts are gonna have their food, so that will be a goodwill offering again. And they come for two weekends. Well, we have this thing for 4 or 5 weekends. So on the other weekends, the barbecue place, Fat Pig, is coming, and again, it will be a goodwill offering, because when I set this thing up in 2013, it was a goodwill offering regardless of who you are. We had people wanting to bring food trucks and charge $1 a hot dog or $20, whatever. I said, as long as it's a goodwill offering, you're welcome to bring your things. And they would back out because everybody wants a profit off of this, and we want it cost effective for families to come and take an entire night and not break the bank. So ice skating is free. However, we need to pull $5 and hold it along with your shoes, because we have to return the skates. So if somebody puts the skates in their backpack and takes them away, then we have to pay for the skates. And so the Cruise-Thru, we're already paying 33 grand. So we'll return the $5 and you will return your shoes, and we get the skates back. So that's the only way we could think of making sure we get our equipment back to return it. So that's ice skating. It's gonna be every Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm thinking there's another day in there, maybe Tuesday. But anyway, so if you have an interest and want to bring a corporate party out, we're going to have Santa Claus's area real pretty in there again, and we'll have the Boy Scouts and Fat Pig, and we'll have this big, beautiful ice skating rink, and we're going to be playing Christmas and holiday fun music the whole time you're in that building. So you do have to park your car and walk in front of the multi-purpose building and go in. The reindeer company that we have always had is going out of business. So we only get them one weekend. Reindeer are so expensive. And yes, we have some 12 miles down the road in Auburn, right outside of Auburn, they can't come into Ohio. Ohio State Agriculture Rules state we can only have Ohio reindeer. So there is a company in Delphus, Ohio, that we're trying to get their buku dollars. So, but they were booked. So when our reindeer backed out, we do have them for one weekend. Then we are trying to find some for next year. So Levon Wiles, when he was alive, was going to get reindeer himself so that we could have them. Evidently reindeer carry some kind of a worm, and Ohio standards of their reindeer, they inoculate them for this worm, because the worm will go down into the ground and then come back up in the very hot months and go into sheep and will kill the 4-H sheep. So that's why the Ohio Department of Agriculture states they can only have these reindeer that are born and raised in Ohio. So that's the reindeer update. Fireworks, again, it's always on the same night. A lot of people think, oh wow, you guys do really, really great that night. We do really, really bad that night. Nobody comes out to the fireworks and comes through our light show. Everybody sits at all of these other places with their families and sees the fireworks show, but then they don't come into the cruise-through. The original plan behind the fireworks was that was our worst night. Our second Sunday in December was notoriously our worst night for attendance. So we thought, well, we'll put on a fireworks show. Everybody's going to come down to the fairgrounds. They're going to want to come into the light show, and they don't. So whatever. We just, we started a cashless option, hoping that fireworks night people would PayPal us or cash advance us or some other way of getting us a little bit of a thank you for paying $8,000 for 20 minutes of a show that they got to enjoy from somewhere else, and that's just not panning out either. So, whatever, it is what it is. All of our contracts are up after this Christmas. So this year we have the fairgrounds still, we have our fireworks still, and of course our reindeer is done this year. So next year's a pivotal year. I don't know where we're going to be at, because we have to go into negotiations with the fair board, and we have to contact American Fireworks and see where they come in. They come in at $8,000 a year. We were committed for $24,000 2 years ago.
3-year contract.
3-year contract. Mm-hmm.
And if it's your worst night, you're thinking about just eliminating them?
Well, no, probably not. We still want to do it for the community. It's great for the businesses. Everybody's packed that night, so it's fine. Everybody's kind of made this a tradition. Fireworks night, we find out that there's a lot of bonfires going on and people sit in their backyard, and it's really a thing in the middle of Christmas, and so it's fine. It's not about the money. It never has been about the money, but we need people to come to the light show to make it worth our while. We've set up since September 10th, and if we don't have people come, then it's really disheartening for our volunteers. So that's fine. Ice skating right now is only going to be a 1-year thing. It's only going to be this year. Yes, we started in 2013. Technically, this is our 11th Christmas, but we're treating it as our 10th Christmas, because the first year when we started it, we had no intention of continuing it. It was going to be a 1-year thing, and we gave all the money to the fairgrounds, and it was going to be just the back stretch back there by the agriculture buildings. Well, it exploded. So we're treating this as our 10-year anniversary. So that's why we got the ice skating, for something very unusual and unique. So there's that. So I hope the ice skating is a lot of fun for families. And let's see, what else can I tell you? So the reindeer cost us $4,900 for 2 nights. And ice skating cost us $33,000 for the month. Fireworks is $8,000 for 20 minutes. Our light budget, and we spend it all and then some, to replace lights, buy displays, keep our extension cords from burning up and taking the town out of power and all that stuff. That budget's $25,000. Purse Bingo, that is our only fundraiser outside of our gates. That gets us about $19,000 net. So that's a big deal for us because that's kind of how we buy the fireworks. And people like Bruce and Pat and everybody donates a purse or $100, or we thank you so much for that because that makes that $19,000 there. So we don't have to buy the designer purses that way. As you can see, COVID was our big year. We made almost $100,000 at the gate. We have been banking around $80,000 after COVID. We have 32 nights last year. I think we have 34 nights this year coming up. Let's see what else. Yeah, we click every single car. If you've worked the gate, you know how hard that is because sometimes you get distracted and I'll walk up to Larry and I'll be like, Larry, I think we probably had more than 14 cars tonight. And he said, I got a little confused, he says. It's fine. We also have them driving across the thing. So that's kind of fun, keeping track of the cars. We are averaging around $10 a car now though, which is really, that's how we gauge how good we are, because people go, wow, I know this is good. So here's a 20 or here's a 10 or, and we just think that we feel like we hear all the comments about how awesome it is and you're so much better than, here, there, or otherwhere. And we feel that way too. We are really proud of the Cruise-Thru. We're not doing the raffle, we're not doing the s'mores, we're not doing the forest of trees this year, we're not doing the carriage rides. We are just focusing on the ice skating taking up most of that building. So tonight, from 4 to 6, we're gonna put up Christmas cards. Hope we get enough people there we don't have all of our T-posts out because, well, first off, I can't be there because I'm a grandma now and I have to babysit, but a lot of people we only have 8 people to do the whole thing. So if all 8 people would come at once, we could get a lot done. But normally we have like 3 or 4 at any given time. So it's difficult when you're moving 644 stakes, 3 people doing it. That's a tough job. So we're a little behind, but we got a lot of stakes out for you guys to work on. And they're going to be a little crooked, I get that, but we use a model, a card to get them straight. But then the next card, the wood that we bought from Menards is warped. So we just do the best we can do with what we have. We're adding 14 new cards this year. Now the preface is when we reduce a card or somebody decides not to do it again, then we replace that card with the wait list. The wait list has almost 70 people on it that want cards. So it's going to take a while to get through the wait list for cards. Let's see. That's pretty much all of my presentation. I appreciate everybody's help always. I know we are going to be calling on you to help us with that great big arch Turk. So hopefully you and your sons can come out and help us because that arch is a 20-man job. That's the entrance arch that you climb, you drive under. It's giant and it's terrifying. So we've never had an accident. We've never had an injury. I know. So that's good.
Is there anyone you can bring to help tonight, like flyers or something?
Yes. We need to cut all of the wire. Is on the spool still. Last year we chinced to save money and we broke a bunch of wire in a windstorm and some of the cards flew. So we bought the big 14 gauge wire. So it's going to require a substantial cutter and a pliers to tighten it once you shove it through the little tiny hole in the side of the card. You're going to have to cinch it down. So yes, please bring gloves. Please bring pliers and a wire cutter if you have it. It shouldn't be too wet, so you don't need to bring boots. But yeah, it should be. And like I said, we probably have about half of the T-posts in the ground, but we have more to go.
You put those in with the Bobcat, don't you?
Yes.
With the skid loader, yeah.
Yes, we do. We bought an apparatus. Prior to that, my husband drove every single one of them with the driver. Last year we bought a beautiful pneumatic or whatever it is thing that drives it down into the ground, and it's wonderful. But, you know, you try to hurry and you get them crooked. What's up, Mike?
Where are we meeting at? What part of our?
Just go right back there to the, all the way back to that semi. It's in the same place. So I'll have you driving my car, Barry. Are you coming tonight? Do you know? You're not coming tonight? That's fine. That's okay. It's okay. We'll have enough. We'll be all right. Go all the way back to the semi. So go like between the sheep barn and the rabbit barn back there to that semi. Anybody bringing trailers? Do we know Mike's bringing one? I have two. Paul's bringing one. You're bringing one, Brian? No? Okay, good. Do you know if you're coming? Oh, good. Jacob, are you able to come?
Do you need more trailers?
No, I think we're okay with the ones we've got now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are. So, other than that, just go back there and we'll load them on. Yeah.
Explain to me how many people on a weekday, explain where they can sign up if they want to work during the event, and then explain how many workers you have to just move the event along.
Right. On average, it takes 5 people during the week. So that's 2 at the entrance because we can't be by ourselves with the money. That's 2 at the exit to make sure nobody gets hit on the road. And also the one, make sure that if they want to go around again, we don't hit people that just strap their babies in that aren't paying attention. We made a new lane 2 or 3 years ago where people can pull, because they were pulling out on High Street, stopping in the lane, unbuckling their baby in their car seat, or not buckling them at all. So we made a special lane where before they exit that cruise-through, they can pull in, get out of their car, buckle their kids in, all that jazz. So they have to integrate back into the traffic. So that takes a person. And then we have a light person that goes around and, you know, fixes lights all night long. Because I don't know about you guys, unless it's a rain night, you rarely see a light out at the cruise-through. We are always on it, you know. And that's not the case for a lot of other shows you go to. Go to MIS, go to Fort Wayne Zoo, which are all wonderful displays, but you will find complete displays out. And we don't like that, so we try to keep them up and running. A lot of times the youth, we have wrestlers coming every single night after school. David Moore, their coach, is fantastic. He contacted me, and he's been contacting me and hounding me, and bless his heart, we got him coming. So they're going to come every night after school. I think it's October 28th that week. Justin Davis, I got a hold of him, and I said, can your football players come out and drive all the stakes in the parking lot? They've done it the last several years. It becomes a competition within themselves, and they're done in an hour. Every single post in that parking lot is an hour. Because they're all fighting with each other, trying to outdo each other. It's wonderful.
Are they doing it with the old?
That's the old-fashioned way.
I have one of those too, if they need another one.
We do.
Okay.
I can tell you that. I will contact you. Yeah, we do. Because we bring our 3 down, and then I always tell them, bring your dad's post driver down, and nobody ever comes with them.
Most people don't have them.
Right, yeah. So, but that's wonderful. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Larry?
Have they anticipated that when this ice rink's going, that people are gonna stay longer? So then I'm concerned.
I'm very concerned about that same thing.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do last call at the skating rink, and we're gonna clear the rink 15 minutes prior to close.
Okay.
So it's gonna be closed at 8:45. They got to get off the ice.
Because sometimes, you know, most of the time they spend 15, 20 minutes, but if they're ice skating,
Right.
they could be there 2 hours.
Right.
And meanwhile,
We're trying to leave.
everybody.
We've stood out in the cold since 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Again,
I just hope you anticipated something
yeah,
like that.
we are. And we are also a little frustrated because you get into the cruise-through, the doors open at 6 o'clock. It takes you 20 minutes to get to the multipurpose building and park. Now we're 6:20. So it takes you 10 minutes to get in and get your skates. and you only have an hour and 45 minutes to skate, you know, so we're worried about all that. We gotta work all that out. We just don't know if it'll be popular. So, if you wanna sign up, for helping us out, right here on the front is our volunteer page, and the Guilfords and all their kids, and oh, they're fantastic. They always come out, Larry, Paul.
Rotary, you're gonna send a sheet around with Rotary times, right?
Yes, I am. I do have you signed up, and I have you most of the time in the building.
Yeah, I don't wanna be a policeman. You guys think.
Okay.
You about got his skill.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah, so, you know,
Crosswalk.
we'll still need the crosswalk. But anyway, that's all I have. Thanks so much for supporting.
Good, good.